Good afternoon. Why am I so fuzzy? Oh well. We're here. We made it. It's Wednesday. Our week is more than halfway over. I don't know what we're doing tonight. Um, it's hot. It is like 1.5 billion degrees here in Vegas, and I work in a factory. Um, I haven't moved my office to the actual offices yet, and I probably won't unless I get this general manager position permanently. But I'm still in the factory, and it's hot. I'm tired. I'm cranky. It's fun. But, see. We're probably gonna paint up some clone troopers. Um, Worked on a raid alert. We'll see. Hopefully it works, and hopefully it's cool. Um, I was gonna work on a new follower alert, but I got tired. Working with Runway AI, that's a pain. Um, so gave up. It's, everything seems so loud. Oh, that's why. I forgot I used to push this down. Sorry. It's just everyone. The music is loud in my ear. Monument Hobby is loud in my ear. Um, yeah, so we're probably just gonna go lazy and paint up some clone troopers. I've got a ton of them to work through. I decided to assemble. Since I'm getting anxious to do these Imperial army. Um, I want to at least get all of my Republic and Separatist miniatures at least built. So, kind of put a bunch of effort into that. Spider droid, 2 crab droids. We got these 6 Magna guards. Those were what else did I put together? Sage Ventress. Another Rex. A Phase 1 Rex. Some more super battle droids. All I've got left is Droidekas, 1 box, and the Bad Batch. I was thinking of building those on stream, but I don't know. I don't want to. So, we're gonna paint. We're just gonna do easy painting. Let's bring it in. Yeah, so I've got all these ARF troopers. I had started on them. I've got a bunch that are still. There's like 14 total. I put the white on 3 of them. Ark! How the heck are you? How's the weather by you? Is it still hot as you know what? I was just complaining about how hot it is here. And we're not even in the height of summer yet, and so I'm cranky. I do feel that this summer in the factory is worse. Suffering in this heat. It is 10:30 and 29 degrees Celsius. Do you guys get humidity too? I know I just looked up what 30 degrees Celsius was. That's like 80, 90 degrees. Yeah, so 84 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's miserable. But at least I will say that, even here in Vegas, thankfully we don't get the humidity. They say it's a dry heat. It's like opening your oven up. After you got it turned on, you just get that wave but yeah, if it's already 10:30 and it's still that hot, that's too much. That is way too much. Yeah, that's what you do. Like even living here, you go from, you try to go from an air-conditioned home to an air-conditioned vehicle to an air-conditioned store, restaurant, that. You just don't go outside. Because, yeah, it'll be similar temperature by 5, 6 a.m. Well, this morning it wasn't too bad. But yeah, it starts to sit above that, with that number, the 29 Celsius, 30 Celsius, overnight. And that's where, I work in a factory. I think, okay. Well, there's the Strip. There's a lot of cool things to see on, in those casinos where you don't gotta spend all your money in a. They got so many stores and little things to look at, so you can avoid the whole. Oh shoot! Was this solidified yet? Little. Yeah, I think when did you come here? Did you see the pirates fighting the pirates, or the new and improved Pirates versus Sirens show, which is garbage? Oh, it may not be garbage. I'm not a fan of it. That's just my opinion. Obviously, people love it. They still come and see that show, so. They let us. Yeah, I think as we've added more equipment in our factory. Oh, yeah, so it was probably still the pirates fighting the pirates. I guess I never really saw that other than on a video. But it was quite a cool looking show. They now have some weird pirates and sirens. Like, I don't know if there's any fighting. Which, to each their own. To each their own. Personally, that's not my cup of tea. But like I said, people keep coming in and watching it, so must appeal to some people. Yeah, so we'll see how long I end up staying on tonight or today. It's only 2:30 my time. Oh, okay. I mean, the Pacific Northwest, both Canadian side and American side, is gorgeous. Um, my last job that I worked at, for when I started, their home office was in northern Idaho, and I had to go up there actually quite a few times, and it is really is gorgeous. Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. But we would land in Spokane, Washington, so I got to see a little bit of Washington, and yeah, that whole Pacific Northwest is a beautiful place. I don't know if trying to adjust my lighting. So when I was showing off last week, oh, okay. Oh, Toronto. I think I've driven through there when I was young. We did like a tour through Niagara. We went up through the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. What is that town name? Well, anyways, and then we went to Niagara Falls and then back, and I want to say we crossed over in New York, and then just stayed south of the Great Lakes. Shoot, that was 30 years ago. Yeah, no, so I finished this guy, and I noticed on my camera there was like it's almost like a white halo around him where the exposure of the camera was trying to adjust, and it just looked, I mean, this looks pretty good, but it's just a struggle. I hate cameras and technology. But you're back in England now, right? Oh, you were there for work, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, our corporate office for the job I work for now is in Vancouver. Um so I deal with a lot of Canadians. Yeah, so um I'm having a hard time thinking. Yeah, it's so hot in that factory. Um we had looked at air condition. I don't want to throw my former boss under the bus, even though I want to throw him under the bus. Only 30 years. Yeah, don't age yourself prematurely. Time does enough of that to us. So we budgeted, we got a quote. And granted, with the HVAC upgrade, I wasn't really involved with it as much as I should have been. And the quote was just for the units, no running of power, no permitting. I think it was missing a bunch of other stuff. And you know, that's one of those things. You get a quote for 300,000 US, and you get a quote for 900,000 US. That should trigger you to say, okay, well, why is this one coming in so much cheaper, or vice versa? Why is this one coming in so much more expensive? And we just took it at face value and said, well, screw this. The one that came in at 300K, they were the ones that installed the office HVAC for this building before we got it. So we just took it at face value, and we only budgeted 300K or whatever. I think it was 300K. I don't remember what the exact quote was. Then come to find out that this quote was missing a whole bunch of stuff. And with our company, you know, being a publicly traded company, we get, for the most part, one shot. You send your CapEx budget request, and the board reviews it and approves or denies. There is a chance at H2, but for the most part, if you did request it or didn't request enough, you are SOL. And in this case, it's me and the guys back in the factory that are SOL. So I will make sure that is on our budget request for next year. Which I think could be kind of a challenge, because if we requested it this year, they're going to say, well, why are you requesting it again? Why didn't you do it? Be like, well, because we didn't do our due diligence. They love it when you say that. And yeah, like I said, as we've added more and more equipment in there, it's just made it warmer. And my desk has been out there for a while. I used to have an actual office, but it's a whole different story as to how I got booted out, and it became a security office for security guards that weren't even for my factory. And there was no way I was gonna move my office upstairs with all the rest of the clowns. So I just went to the factory. Now it's at that point where, you know, okay, I get this temporary promotion to interim general manager. If that is made available to me permanently, and if I decide to accept that, then I'll look at moving upstairs. I'm just not, I don't know. Money would be nice. I don't know if it's worth it. Well, I assume the money would be nice. I don't don't know what they would offer. After a day like today, I can barely breathe. Not just from the heat, but just how much was going on. I couldn't pause for even a second. Oh, nice. I am, even though I know I haven't put my time in, I'm envious. My, one of my packaging vendors came in today, and, guy, I've been working with him for a couple of years now, and he, was introducing me to another guy, and because he is going to be retiring, and he's 58. Oh, yeah. Oh, you did code. Okay. Yeah. I don't blame you. I would have a hard time sitting in front of a computer screen all day. Maybe in my 20s or even my 30s when I could sit and play like World of Warcraft for 12 hours. But now, I get on for a couple hours and I get bored. Well, I was going, or if I told someone in stream this, I don't remember who, I was gonna go for computer programming. Because I was I was learning some of it in high school, like Visual Basic, Q Basic, C++. They had a couple courses at my high school for that. And I actually really enjoyed it and was thinking about going to college, but I found out how many math courses I would need to take, and like, yeah, no. Good at math and I hate it. What were you coding? Hey, Mano, how you doing? Blur, Cobalt, Easy Retrieve. Okay, I've not heard of assembler. Cobalt sounds familiar. Verbally. Easy Retrieve, no. Java, of course, I've heard of that. Mano, you are in the wrong place to say that. We just got done crying about the heat. Assembler's core programming language. Okay. But what's Like, what were you doing, what type of company were you doing code for? Or what types of companies, rather? Insurance and logistics, okay. Logistics! We could use some coding. My last job that handled like precious metal logistics, not my last one, but the one kind of nestled in between. They had a pretty good the way that orders would print off and labels and all that stuff. My current company, it's all manual. One day. Ingram Micro. Ingram sounds very familiar, company-wise. Could not tell you anything about them, but that does sound familiar. You know, I really should just be slopping this on more, because all that black I'm gonna have to touch up. Anyways. Yeah, man, it's, well, for Mark, it's 10:30 at night, and it's, I think Australia does Celsius, 29 degrees Celsius. Let's see, what is 100 Fahrenheit in, Celsius? So it is 40.5 degrees Celsius here in Vegas. Storefront like this. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, so it's just hot. Hot, hot, hot. Miserably hot. And yeah, it's getting in the low 30s Celsius inside our factory. Even with the swamp coolers on, like, they just can't keep up at this point. Got 2 months of this. So, sometimes I forget little details, like what I'm doing. What I'm doing with these guys is kind of what they modernly call slap chop. I primed all these guys black did a white zenithal dry brush. Now I'm hitting them with white blue, Monument Hobbies white blue, mixed with their special sauce, one-step medium. That medium will turn any of their paints into a one-step paint. And what one-step is a type of a contrast paint, but it does work differently. It does not a pure contrast paint like the Monument or Army Painter speed paints. It doesn't work exactly like that, but I mean you can see how it's working here. And then yeah, it's a little bit different than that, but very similar. The Citadel they just call theirs contrast paints. Army Painter has speed paints. What are the Vallejos called? I have some, I don't remember. Oh, Express Colors, and then AK has a type of contrast paint, so it's a little bit different than those. Here's this is what I worked on Saturday. And so what I did, like with the pants, is let's see, I painted oh, someone was trying to give me AI viewers. Thank you, SiriBot, for 36 in that pool. So this is oh, you did, cool. Yeah, I'm actually really proud of this guy. I don't often look at my miniatures and, you know, but this one, I'm happy. And so it's dark blue, and sky blue? Yeah, sky blue for shadow, mid, highlight, and then I use the one-step blue to unify all that. And then even the red, I used burnt red, bold pyrrole red, and then I think it was like red orange. And then I used the one-step crimson to make it a real dark red, but it still kept all those highlights and shadows. So it just, there's a lot of other uses. I haven't even tried airbrushing it. I guess makes a really great filter. Yeah, it's and I'm gonna have to watch their video because it explains all of it. You know, that was kind of what got them in the beginning with some of the reviews. Just some, is that people were saying it's not acting like a true contrast paint, and that's where Monument Hobbies would say, well, it's not, it's different. And even as a glaze, like, it can be used as a glaze, but it's different than a glaze. In this case, I mean, because I had all kinds of paint on my thumb, and I was trying transparents, glazes, and then I finally did that blue one-step, and I was like, oh yeah, this is it. But it works really well with a, you know, with that zenithal underpainting, what is now called slap chop. If you say that in the Monument Hobbies stream, you'll get slap chopped. Alright. Guess if you're up this late, yeah, you need some coffee to keep going. Um, so with a lot of these Legion guys, I've done methods like this. And I've really liked how a lot of them have turned out. Like, a lot of the battle droids were, um, the one-step special sauce with khaki. They, my mind, they look better than the ones I've seen with, oh, what's the Citadel contrast paint called? One of the bone colors, I think. They keep popping them up in, like, Instagram 30-second battle droids, which is a lie. Takes you that long just to prime them. But yeah, like I said, since I've got to go back in on the black and touch it up, I should probably be sloppier on here and just go faster, but uh, this will be the same workup that I use with uh, all my stormtroopers, snowtroopers. Oh, Yeah, so these guys... Sorry, I keep losing my train of thought here. Pretty much all I'm going to do with them, I'm going to cover their armor with this white-blue special sauce mix I've made. Then their weapons will be graphite gray. Although I kind of want to try mixing coal black with the special sauce and see if I can't get a little bit of a darker gun. And then just touching up the black leather gloves. Base it. Hopefully everyone is doing good. Green Stream Streak. Anno, just want you to know, if we get raided at any point between now and the future, you should be pleased. I am. As long as it works, you should like my raid alert. Good. Anybody that is just popping in, since I always forget to do this, I'm Grizzly. I paint miniatures. Not for a living, but for a hobby. For the love of the art. I'm on a Star Wars kick right now. I'm kind of known as, by the three people that know me, I am known as a Warcraft painter. I have painted a metric ton of Warcraft-themed miniatures, and I still have a lot that I'm working on. But I set them aside for International Star Wars Day. And I haven't, sorry to everyone that's heard this story already, but here we are. May is Star Wars for me. May the 4th is International Star Wars Day. May 25th is the anniversary of Star Wars A New Hope. So the whole month of May, I usually, yes, decorate my house. And last year, which was when I first started streaming, I painted my first couple of Star Wars miniatures, and last year I just went right back to Warcraft then. But this year, I had all these Legion miniatures, and by all I mean a lot. And I decided, hey, you know what? Let's just keep rolling. So, I'm calling it the Summer of Star Wars. There's a good chance that the Summer of Star Wars is going to turn into the Fall of the Sith, or the Fall of the Jedi. Ooh. Sorry. Nerd rage. It happens. So, but I am, I still got, I don't know, 50 or so clone troopers here. I've got at least 2 dozen droids, as well as, that unit of Geonosian warriors. Some of that I can blaze through pretty quickly, but Asajj Ventress, General Grievous, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, because I had multiple models, all those are each going to take a 4-hour chunk of time. And I've got an Imperial army still in boxes. I've got a Rebel army still in boxes. And I've been collecting all of those Mandalorian, well, they're not pre-orders anymore, but all those Mandalorian boxes. And I had a bunch of the Shadow Collective, like the Pike Syndicate and the Black Suns, and so I've got a lot of Star Wars miniatures to assemble and paint, and then Saturday I kind of opened up a problem for myself when I painted that Captain America. That was the first Marvel Crisis Protocol box that I got. It was the Avengers affiliate pack, so it had Captain Marvel, Iron Man, and Black Widow. And I did, well, the assembly was a little weird, but I did enjoy painting it, and I have been keeping an eye on them on Amazon. Seem to be a little higher priced than like, say, Legion. Maybe because they're more more unique sculpts compared to Star Wars Legion. You know, yeah, these are all a little different stance, rifle, whatever, but a lot of the same sculpt, so naturally you can charge a little less if it's very similar sculpts. So, haven't pulled the trigger on any of those, but they are catching my eye. So it may be a long time before I go back to Warcraft. Dang. Lose my place as the Warcraft miniature painter. We'll have to revisit that. Once we get through the summer, we'll have to revisit what I'm painting. I've got a reputation to uphold here, guys. But I haven't said all that. Back to who I am. I stream almost only miniature painting. Once in a blue moon, I'll stream a video game. And by a video game, I mean World of Warcraft. But I rarely play. I may stream some more video games later in the year. That'll be up for debate within myself. But I stream Wednesdays. Try to get on by 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. Wow, not 3 a.m. I'm up then, but that's to go to the gym. Try to get on by 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then Fridays I try by 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then Saturdays by 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Goal is minimum 3 hours. But it varies based on what I'm working on. ABG! You'd probably be up for that 3 a.m. You're always always the late night. Well, sometimes I do feel like I am functioning better at 3 a.m., but that's because I first got up and woke up. Some days, yeah. What's been going on, ABG? How is life? I get it. There's a few streamers I talk to that are like that. They Blood Drunk Bruce, he's in here often. I have a hard time catching his stream because he usually comes on shortly after I go to bed, and it's the same deal. He says that's when the wife and kids are sleeping, so yeah, I get it. You are sick. Like, man. Sucks, dude. Sorry to hear that. Just cold, Ad break. We just did an ad break. Ah, okay. Yeah, I get that. Cold, okay. Yeah, I think it's impossible to get a cold in Vegas right now. What did I say? It's 40 degrees Celsius right now in Vegas. No, I didn't even really want to, I didn't want to stream today. I was like, I am tired, I am hot, I am cranky, because the heat makes you cranky. But here I am, painting up some ARF Coopers. I need to get them done. And, I've been pretty productive off stream, but it's always kind of nice to get on stream and get more productive. Arrgh. Mark, I don't know if you're still in here lurking, but that is starting off very nice. Is that all non-metallic metal gold on that chair? I'm digging that so far, the cushion in the back or whatever. That's gonna be a fun one. Sorry, there is a let me link this actually first. I always forget to do this. Then I'll have to wait a second, because I've got two streamers in here right now. Anyone that is not following Adventure Built Gaming or Mark UK Painting, please do. I will shout out Mark in a second here once the cooldown is off. I do need to. I absolutely need to. I appreciate you being in here, and I would like my lurkers to follow you too. Okay, so this is Texas. How's it going? There's the Discord link for anyone that's not in there yet. Mark did just paint or show what he's starting to work on, which is pretty cool. And see if 42 more seconds. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if you heard me. You may have still been away. Is that non-metallic metal gold that you're doing on that trim? It looks pretty dang good. Convention this weekend. Just wanted to pop in. Okay. I appreciate you popping in. That's the convention in Oklahoma, right? There we go. Okay. You know, before you pop out, I've got a story. Um, I work in precious metals, and I'll probably never work there, but my dream job, precious metal company, is in Oklahoma City. They have a mint in Edmonds, Oklahoma, and I have wanted to work there forever. It's my dream job. It would. It would be nice. I'd be about 6 hours away from my daughter. Yeah, that's what I've been doing all day. Oh, dude, Mark, I think you and I talked about this. Like that Space Marine bear that yeah, I showed you. That's right. That's the closest I've gotten. Probably after I make it through some of these, I may have to pop some non-Star Wars in between just to keep myself sane. But I'm trying to pair these guys. But yeah, I'll have to, because since I almost got that NMM on that bear, I need to keep. Got a whole bunch of more bear Space Marines primed, ready to go. Feel like I need to keep putting effort in, and I'm so close. So close to getting it. She is. So let's see. She's over here. Although now I feel like I could redo her skin blends and do them better. But I shouldn't. So, oh yeah, see my mistake? I'm not gonna fix it either. Well, so, this red is supposed to be, yeah, that, I think I had her sitting out and paint must have splattered, and I was like, words came out that, yeah, it's a birthmark, exactly. No, so all the red is supposed to be metal, and then this black, I didn't even touch it. That's like a bright silver steel. Same with like the skulls and the trim here. And I just couldn't. I was struggling with the red. I think I repainted that a couple times. And finally I was like, F this. So no, she is, she's begging to be finished. She's been sitting over here collecting dust. But I've got a bunch of busts that are all within reach. This guy, I already base coated his skin, and then just never move forward. If I leave him out, that'll make me, because he could be so easy too. It's really just his hair, his skin, you know, the biggest parts. Everything else is just little details. And yeah, he has dust on him. Oh boy. My pile of shame is getting dusty. And that's just one. The stuff to my right is where I hide the stuff that I'm working on. I've got a whole room full of stuff hidden. One day, mark my words, one day every miniature will be painted that I own and that I purchase in the future. And that day will be the day that I will breathe my last breath. It does. It gets you where you look and you're like, I don't even know what to do. I don't know where to start. And that's why I was like, I just start putting paint on a brush and on a model. Start slapping it on. Yeah. Sunday, I felt super overwhelmed. So I'm also, I don't know what you call it, crazy. I don't like my schedule changing a lot. Like, I go to church on Sunday. I get up for the gym Monday morning, go to work, come home, rinse, repeat. You know, there's not a lot of going out or, and so Sunday, they did just a combined service. So I got up the same time. I'm like, well, what do I do now? And then they had something that night. And it was just like, I'm sitting here looking at everything I need to do. Like the alerts that I want to work on, the painting of the miniatures, building miniatures, just all this stuff. And it's so overwhelming. Sometimes it really just comes down to, well, sometimes I gotta take a break and just walk away. Or do like what I did last night, where I just was building models. I'm like, I'm too tired to paint. I don't want to play video games. I don't want to work on the night before trying to make a video using Runway, the AI thing, and I'm just like, so I just built models. Didn't even care, I just built. The last thing I want is this to turn into a job. That's kind of how I've always even treated, not always, but as I got older, with like World of Warcraft, once I started feeling like, well, I gotta log on and I gotta complete this mission and I gotta do this. I still get a little bit of that, but that's usually when I'm like, yeah, I'm checking out. Time to put the game down. Once it's not fun, then why am I wasting my time doing it? Yeah, I'm gonna have to mix up more of this. I'll probably use whatever is here, take a quick break, and then mix up more. So I did start going through the LAAT gunship parts. I started removing some of the supports a bit ago, but now like I said on here a billion times, I've got an AT model from Gambody it's taking every bit of me to not start printing off those pieces. But, my thing is before I start printing off, all good. No worries. No worries. Hopefully, everybody here is hobbying along. That's the goal, is that you're not just sitting here watching me slap paint on a model. So no, there's no... Lurkers don't hurt my feelings. I'm a professional lurker, so... But yeah, I am fighting myself to not print off this AT-AT yet until I've cleared some of this stuff off my floor in my nerd room. So this gunship, Clone Wars gunship, I am trying to... I had to reprint off 2 pieces, so I'm working on getting all that together. Oh, Texas, drop your link, please. For anybody that happens to be in here new, lurking, Texas Warsmith runs a physical miniature company, and they've got some models under Texas Wargaming on their website that are, it's called RD Showdown, and they're Wild West themed miniatures. There are some new ones coming down. That are you releasing those this weekend, or is that ReaperCon? This weekend, which you've already shown on Instagram. I'm gonna forget his name, but the Badger, Barry the Badger, and then the bar girl, who's a snake. Oh, Butch the Badger. Where'd I get Barry from? Oh, you had to rename it. Okay. I was gonna say, I could have sworn I saw that. But, okay, so it's Butch now. Yeah, I'll be placing another order. Just so you know. Might have to wait a little bit, but that will be, that was his name until we found out there's a national called Barry the Badger. Damn it, National Geographic. Yeah, I guess they have a little bit of a pull. Then, the bar girl is a snake. Um, I know you said in the post or saloon girl, rather. You said what type of snake she was. So is she officially, like, is she just, I don't know what you'd call it, an NPC, or is she on one of the two sides? Is she part of the Diamondback gang? Yeah, you don't want a legal battle. You don't want to take that risk either. Chances are they'll never see it, but all it takes is one a-hole to report it, and not that you'd have a legal battle, but then you get the letter, and you gotta change it then, and to avoid the legal battle, and it's just better to get ahead of it. Plus, Butch is still fitting. He's a big boy. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. I don't need a break. Breaks are for the weak. It's true, because I'm weak and I know breaks a lot. That may have been too much special sauce, but well. Too much is fine. Not enough is not good. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know I'm going slow on these. I'm hoping to at least get all the white armor painted on these. I've got 14 total, 7 are done, but 3 were already done, so at the rate we're going, so at the rate I'm going, it's not looking promising. So yeah, so I still have what, what 28. Still got 40 over there, not including these 14 right here. Hi, kitty. That boy. Want to pay? Brush alone. He doesn't come up here. At least not when I'm around. Pretty sure he's come up here and drank out of my water here. There's been a couple times I've left clean water. If I put my brush in it, I'll change it, but I've left just clean water up there and come in the next morning and it's 2/3 of the way down. I'm like, oh, someone was drinking the water. Because it ain't paint water. So Friday I'll probably feel like I should work on one of my like hero characters. Doing these is fine, but It's even I need switch things up every once in a while. So maybe Darth Maul. I've had him sitting here. Actually, that might be a good idea with how well that Captain turned out. Captain America. Might be a good idea to repaint his cloth and then uh, make a black coal black one-step special sauce mix. Use that as a filter over the black cloth. So when I put that black transparent on, it made it shiny. So it lost that cloth look. So disappointing because at least I felt like my highlights were on point. Like I said, I am going to try a coal black one-step special sauce mix on these rifles. I just want to see on all the battle droids I used graphite gray and I liked it. But I know the set number 2 of the one-step paints has like a true black in it. So I might try it. Spriggly! Welcome on in. Hey, my auto shoutouts for the raid worked. Welcome on in. Thanks for the raid. It did not show my raid alert. That is so sad. I did so much work on it, and it didn't even show it. Well, welcome on in anyways. Sorry, I have a really cool raid alert, and it didn't show. What you up to? What were you working on? What do you work on? I am a miniature painter. I am painting Star Wars. I will be doing it all summer and potentially beyond because I have an addiction. But I typically... I don't know if I can say it anymore. Historically, I painted Warcraft themed. Got done painting up some Dusk House Elise from War Machine. Ah, okay. I only know about War Machine because Monument Hobbies has been doing a bunch of War Machine stuff. Those models look very cool. I'm not going to get into them. I'm not. I'm going to resist. Well, thank you again for the raid. Everybody new here, like I said, I'm Grizzly. Yeah, I am working my way through both the Separatist and the Republic armies for Star Wars Legion. And I still have Rebel Alliance, Empire, and Mandalorians sitting in boxes. And I started a big batch of what I'm kind of dubbing a Warcraft 1/2 themed army. Not any game compatible, just because. And so I'm printed off 200 different miniatures, and I'm halfway done. So I need to not look at the War Machine. Or Conquest, that's another one I keep seeing popping up. Not do it. So yeah, I stream Wednesdays around 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Usually give it a few hours. I stream Fridays around 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Saturdays around 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I try to get on a little earlier if I can, but those are the times that I will be on by. Yeah, we are in the summer of Star Wars because I have too many Star Wars models. Plus, I started having a lot of fun with these guys. So right now I'm working on ARF Troopers, ARF, Advanced Recon Force. And I am using Monument Hobbies. It's in their special sauce, one-step medium with white blue. And that turns that into kind of like a contrast paint. Because all these guys are prime black, white Zenithal dry brush, essentially slap chop, but we don't get yelled at if I use that term, so. And I get it, this has existed long before someone coined that term. And I knew who coined it, and I forgot it already. So yeah, I've got 14 of these ARF troopers that I'm trying to plow through. But a couple of these guys, like this guy, Rex, my favorite. This I do traditional style. I have another one actually sitting over here. Echo. So these guys, I do, the whole shade, highlight, base, all that, mid. Actually, the white armor it's a slate gray, into cool gray, into bright neutral gray, into white blue. Sometimes I do higher quality paintings, sometimes I'm doing army batch painting. My new favorite one that I did to celebrate America. Little Captain America action. Very happy with how he turned out. So I am slowly improving. Thank you. So let us do this. I wouldn't mind catching you from time to time. What's your raid schedule? Or stream schedule? Not your raid schedule, your stream schedule. And how long have you been streaming? So your account's been around for about 5 years. You've been streaming that whole time? Yeah, Friday's probably gonna be... I don't know. It might be Anakin Skywalker or Obi-Wan. I have 2 of each of those. Kind of sad the Obi-Wans are identical. One came from the Republic starter set, and one came from the Heroes of the Clone Wars set. Luckily, the 2 Anakins are different. I have 3 Anakins. Problems. US afternoons, UK evenings. Are you US based or are you UK based? I am based in the desert of hi Cat. The desert of Las Vegas. Super hot desert. Well, afternoons, US afternoons are generally good for me. I work, kind of like a 5 a.m. to 2-ish p.m. And most nights I'm in bed by 7. Because I'm getting up at 2 to try to not be a lazy fat slug. It's not working very well. I eat too much. And potentially drink too much. But we're not going to talk about that. Yeah, at the very least, I want to complete these guys, their armor. As I said earlier, all I really need to do with these guys, of course, hit their armor, and then I'm either going to use graphite gray or I'm going to try to mix a coal black with the special sauce for their rifles. Add the basing texture, paint. Some of these guys have stuff on the ground that need to be painted. But then just touch up the black leather body gloves parts. A lot of them I hit with this white-blue mix, and a lot of them got hit when I was dry brushing.
Who will follow me into battle?
Ghost Survivor 101, thank you for the follow. I heard the alert, I didn't see anything. What is going on? Thank you! These are the, I don't know if my alerts are not working at all right now, but I heard the alert, so I guess that's important. These are a quick and dirty paint job. The music. I'm not listening to it, sorry. I've got the, so I'm actually, I think this is Papa Roach in my ear right now. But since I do multi-stream to, Twitch and YouTube, so YouTube, just like Twitch, will allow video game music, and I think I've got the StarCraft music going right now. YouTube will boot your live stream right away. Yeah. I don't, one time, and I don't know what I was thinking, I was like, oh, I just won't save my VOD. I forgot I had YouTube as well, so I started playing whatever music I wanted, and it killed my live stream on YouTube right away, and gave me a mark, and I had to watch a training video, and I don't even know how I wasn't thinking is what it was. Story of my life. I did have the Knights of the Old Republic soundtrack playing for a while. Just because I figured if I'm painting Star Wars, I should be playing some form of Star Wars music. But then I started getting warnings from Twitch that it was, they were muting my VODs. YouTube was fine with it, but so yeah, these guys are the quick and dirty job. Not putting a lot of effort into them. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I understand the whole legalities, and I understand artists should get paid for their music. I guess technically Twitch and YouTube, you could be monetized and getting paid, and so they want their cut. Everybody wants a cut. Yeah. Well, that's part of the challenge is, you know, I don't have any grievance against AI. I believe it's a tool. But you know, I do get it. Like with AI music, I've used it. Twitch get banged. They have a no playlist for DJ streamers. Well, you know, I find all these non-copy, like back when I first started streaming, I would find all these non-copywritten playlists, and Twitch would mute my VODs and say, hey, we detected copyrighted music. So, like, even as a streamer, I get it. You know, part of me wants to just put AI-generated music because I know, you know, video game music, sometimes it's alright, but sometimes it gets really redundant. Exactly. All of my overlays are AI. You know, and I know I need to change it back. Usually there's a Horde banner up there. I did that just for the 4th of July in America. But I basically plugged in my my regular overlay into AI and said, change the Horde banner with an American banner. Boom, it spit it out. 5 minutes. Now I do wish, you know, I pay for Chat GPT. I wish that the artists that they're basing this stuff from would get some form of a kickback, but it doesn't work that way. But there's a streamer, I don't even know if he's on right now. His name is Next Level, or his stream name is Next Level Painting. And he literally is Next Level. His name's Kenny, and he does, it's not the world we live in, yeah. No, sadly, the artists get, they get the shaft, usually. But, so he does, like, crossover, oh, sorry, I didn't realize the ad was running, my bad. So he does this crossover artwork between Warhammer and Masters of the Universe. And he trained him and his friend who's really good at prompting, they trained his AI to generate artwork in his style. So now he can spit out art that's all his style, and monetize it. It's like that's the key, is figuring out how you can use this tool and turn it into money for yourself. You know, because the people buying it, they could give to you-know-what's how he made that shirt or made that whatever. It looks cool. It looks like his style. So I think that's the key, is how to, I don't really consider myself an artist, but how do we as artists turn this into money for ourselves? How do we use the tool to help us? And there's ways, it's just some of those take effort as well. Exactly. Um, and it's that whole, I can sit around and get mad at it. It's not going anywhere. Um, and there's aspects that I look at that I say are not fair. I do think the bubble will collapse at some point. It's not sustainable. When you look at it from like a programming side, it's not a sustainable. People running these AIs are not making money, believe it or not. Um, there's another streamer, Monster Den Minis. He works in IT and programming an AI bot. He said, basically, we have nothing to worry about with AI taking over. AI's dumb. I've used it as well for, like, upload an image. I was painting a orc dragon rider. And so I found an image of an orc on a red dragon from Warcraft. I uploaded it and said, how do I generate these colors? And for the most part, it was pretty good. There were a couple of them where it was like, yeah, that's not the right colors. Yeah, and that's that's where I do think it should be banned in like schools. I'm old enough. I can critically think, so when I ask AI a question, I can critically think through, is this the right answer or is this garbage? Using it for any IT needs, good luck. Yes. And that's where good artists will take and start. One of my buddies, another streamer, is an artist. And he started to use AI to begin his designs. But then he can then take that design and use his skills, and that's the argument with AI is AI, they call it AI slop for a reason. It'll get you 80% of the way there. You have to have that ability. There we go. Thanks, Texas. Sorry, quick segue, or quick sidebar. There's the right word. Texas Warsmith is, he works for a company that does physical miniatures. Check out that link under the Texas Wargaming. There's some really cool Wild West themed miniatures for a game they're developing. Yeah. No, exactly. My day job, I work in precious metal, and we make silver, silver cast bars, silver coins. And the best versions are where we use AI to generate a ton of, like, half a dozen different concepts, and then we look at them, decide on it, and send it to an actual artist, who can then fix all the slop.
Work.
Yeah, see, it's not popping my alerts on the screen. Why? What did I change? What did I change that broke? It didn't even give my raid alert. It is so sad. Because I made a new raid video, and I was so excited about it, and it didn't even show it. It didn't even make the noise or anything. So I think it's something probably in my OBS with my alert box, wherever it's linking to. let's, sorry, I can't just leave that alone. So let's go to my alerts. No, no, don't do that. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, okay. Definitely. I appreciate you, I appreciate the follow and appreciate the convo, as always. Hopefully I will see you, yeah, I'll probably be on another hour or whatever. But, yeah, I'll be back Friday. Around 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, let's see if, let's see if this does something.
Who will follow me into
Did
battle?
not. Okay. Well, I broke my alerts. Hard. I don't know how, but I'll have to mess with that, another time. Find out what I did. Now, my thoughts, use the tools you have available. That's the moral of my story. Yeah, I think I'll be able to finish the armor on these guys. We're doing alright for time. I may mix up a little. Just a little bit of the coal black and special sauce, just to see how that works. Kind of forgotten where I painted and where I haven't yet. Yeah, sometimes this one step does require a second coat if you didn't mix it strong enough. If your medium ratio was too high. No. I don't think these guys get any markings on them. I think they're just white armor. No regiment marking or anything like that. These other 40 clones I got, I still gotta make the decision what I'm gonna... Because I've got, what is it, 28 Phase 2 troopers and... what is it? 12 Phase 1 guys. Part of me wants to, anybody that's seen the, Clone Wars TV series, that final season, where Ahsoka Tano goes to, free Mandalore from Darth Maul and his Shadow Collective. She gets, support of Commander Rex. And, a special unit that Rex leads. They all paint their helmets similar to the markings on Ahsoka, orange markings. So I kind of want to paint some of them up to have that same markings. It would look cool. Obviously, some are going to have to be painted to be the 501st with the blue markings. Might add some of the Phase 1s to, I'm going to forget the name of the regiment, but, or the, whatever it is, Commander Cody, his group, the orange. We'll see. Got time to make that decision. Oh. Two more, guys. Two more. Nerd Central. The clones are going. Actually, I haven't made too much headway on a lot of them. Trying to get the armor done on these 14 ARF troopers. They're actually, I don't think I'm cut out for army painting. Because as I'm going on these, I'm sitting here thinking, this is boring. I have much more fun doing one of these. Just the traditional style of painting. With your shadow base, mid highlight. Oh, you got the, wait, is the X-34... Is that the snow speeder? Or was that the land speeder? Luke speeder, okay. Yeah, I saw their, they got the new, whatever, I don't know if the models are any different with the new ones, but they have the pre-order for that speeder again. The, I don't know what you call it, Revision 2. Oh, there's an official term. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know if there's any difference. I've heard there's supposed to be, but when I'm collecting these, I don't... Which one's cheaper? Which actually, that first series, a lot of times, is now more expensive. Oh, is that what it was? They just changed the plastic type? What did that change for the model? Okay. That's what I thought. It all looks... it all looks the same. Let's see if I did this right. Spelled it right. Ah, victory. At least my rage shoutouts work. Yeah, absolutely. Nerd Central does a lot of Star Wars painting as well. Please throw him a follow as well. You ran out of minis. No, I just said earlier that one day I will paint every miniature that is currently in my pile of shame, as well as all of the ones that I want to either buy or print. And that day will be the day I breathe my last. I feel like that'll just never... Shame is too great. It's like I started on this leg and ups. Dan just got the speeder done to get it off the table. Slowly started switching his... Oh, okay. Yeah, I, stream kinda... Not early, but... I'm usually at work, and... I think since the last time we talked... My boss quit. and I got put in the interim general manager role. So my work life has just gotten a little crazy. Great power comes more work. This guy got real sloppy. One more. Yeah, I did see a lot of notifications for you going live. I think I popped in a couple times while I was at work, but I don't think so. These are the ARF Advanced Recon Force troopers. I don't know if they're part of any battalion or anything. So I think these guys might just be basic. I've got a dozen phase 1 regular clones. See, I've never because these guys didn't show up in any of the like any of the TV shows or anything, so I don't know too much about them. Other than they got special helmets and longer rifles instead of the regular blaster rifles. Wow, words. So I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with them. I've got were these the guys that were with Yoda on Kashyyyk? I looked them up and it said they weren't in anything, but maybe I'm gonna have to look that up again. Because those guys did. They had the green markings, if I'm remembering right. Come on, Nerd Central, you're adding more work to my plate. I want to put these guys. I want to paint them and put them in a box and never look at them again. That's not true. I want them to look awesome. Did you watch all of the Clone Wars TV series? Oh yeah, now that you're saying it, that does. I'm remembering the look of those guys. Did you watch that final season that came out when Disney bought Lucasfilm, LucasArts, whatever it was? The one where Ahsoka goes to liberate and fine. Yeah, that was a very, like, I liked it, but it was I totally know what you're saying. I want to paint a few of the Phase 2 clones. I've got 28 of them over here. I want to paint a bunch to have the same markings. I'm gonna forget the name of their unit. They were like 300 something. They were a branch of the 501st that were created by Rex to support Ahsoka as she liberated Mandalore from Darth Maul. And I really want to do some of those. era, slightly became a unit type with it. Okay. 300, yes, you're right. 332nd. So that was created to support the reconquest of Mandalore. So I might try to get my hands on the STLs for another Captain Rex. I was looking at them today, and they look pretty good comparatively. Because I already painted, I don't remember if I pulled this one up. I already painted a Rex. Did this just last week. Well, there's a Thingiverse does. Warblade Studios is another one that's got some pretty good quality Legion, or Shatterpoint scaled Star Wars minis. Because I have another Rex that I just assembled, the Phase 1 version, and I want to do one more Phase 2 version, but painting his helmets with the Ahsoka colors. Then I may have to, they don't have that specific Ahsoka model, the post-Jedi Ahsoka. I don't remember, did she have, she's still wearing the outfit she wore most of the Clone Wars? Did she start out as a Padawan, then she became, like a Jedi Commander or whatever their title was when they were leading? And that's when she got the second lightsaber. Then Anakin gave her the 2 blue lightsabers. That's the outfit that she wore in Rebels then. Which that one I do have, and I did paint that one. But then they have the set that comes with Padawan and Commander Tano. Those are primed. Maybe those will be a Friday. Well, we'll see. I just realized I was counting earlier in my head. I have 3 Anakin Skywalker miniatures, and 2 are the same. One was different, the one that came with the Heroes of the, I think it was Heroes of the Clone Wars, which is where that Rex came from. So I might... Friday might be either Obi-Wan or Anakin. We'll see. Yeah, even when I got that, the Heroes of the... you know, it came with Rex, Fives, Echo, which I really wanted. It did come with a different Anakin sculpt, but the Obi-Wan sculpt is the same one as the Republic starter set. And I don't know where I got I got a Anakin. One of the first Legion models I bought was just Anakin alone. I don't know where I got the second one. I think I've got a second one. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm lying. But then the other one, the Heroes of the Republic one, was a different sculpt. But I got the same issue with Darth Vader now. I got a Darth Vader alone. No, that's a lie. I got a Darth Vader with General Veers. And that's the same Darth Vader that comes in the Imperial starter set. Then I've got another Darth Vader, but it's a different sculpt that came with the Blizzard Force. Your progression as in growing as a painter, or what do you mean? Oh, sorry. I get what you're saying. Your progression on the same model as your... Yeah, sorry, I had a secret moment. Yeah, same. Like, painting the model, and then painting them again and seeing how much I've grown. Like, yeah, that's nice, but I don't want to paint the same model a bunch of times. I'm having a hard enough time with these guys. That's actually what'll probably keep my sanity, is painting unit colors on them. But which is good, because it seems like what's left in there is drying out. Okay. So I'm gonna throw this cup away. We're gonna do a quick let's see. All right, let's see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. Don't know if this is gonna work. Part of it with the one step is it does have to dry a little to really know if it worked. But and let's do a bazooka. Why not? I made enough, so use this last bit to do one more. We'll see how this looks after it's dried. See if this is a better alternative to the my usual, which is the graphite gray. And that's that. It gets saved, but the rest will get tossed. But you gotta stop trying to save those cups. Oh yeah. That's still not fully dried, but the color is, it's much better. So, that is what I will end up doing on all those. That seems to work pretty well. So, still a lot of work to be done on these guys. But I think, I think that might be it for me. A little bit of a shorter stream. We're at about 3 hours right now. I knew it would be a little bit shorter. Thank you. I mean, I still got a lot of work. Some of these I may even have to go back with more of the white. I'm just out. And then that black body glove that they wear, I gotta do a bunch of touch up on that. Of course, then the base. And then, yeah, I do wanna, what we discussed, I wanna, because I do have a Master Yoda. Maybe that's who's getting painted on Friday. And these guys might all be his little unit. Yeah, I like that idea. So yeah, a little bit of work, but these guys might get shelved. Oh, that's right, they're full camo. Ooh, we'll see. We'll see what I do. Camo's fun but hard. So we'll see how I run them. Hey, Sprigleaf. Thank you. Yeah, this is a quick and dirty. My typical white, or like a regular clone, or sorry, not a regular, for like a leader unit. I start with slate gray, build up to cool gray, to bright neutral gray, and then I just highlight with white blue. And that really does a good job of reading as white armor, white clone armor. When I did Captain America, I think I stopped at like bright neutral gray and for the white cloth. But yeah, with these guys, with that white blue mixed with the special sauce, it still keeps that armor looking kind of dirty, and I dig it. So yeah, I'll probably play around with these guys a little bit. I need to figure out why my alerts are not working. I put way too much effort into a raid alert on Monday night for it to not go off when you Sprigleaf came raiding in. That was very disappointing for me, because it was a really cool video and it didn't. But no, thanks for the raid, Sprigleaf. Appreciate you popping in. And Ghostly Survivor 101, appreciate the follow. Appreciate everybody that was chatting. We'll go ahead and hop back out. No, appreciate the conversation, appreciate the lurking. I will be back Friday at the latest 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Might be earlier. Kind of depends on when I get out of work Friday and when I figure life out. But yeah, we'll decide probably 30 seconds into the stream on Friday what I'll be working on. So that's kind of how I roll. Everybody, please stick around. We are going to raid Painty Paint Paints. Usually on Wednesdays I go a little later, and he always beats me out. But tonight we are going to get to raid him. Not sure, what is he working on? What he's got right now, but his cat likes to pop in, so it's fun. But let's go ahead and yeah, what has he got there? Oh, it looks like a female warrior of some form. Oh, yeah, let's start this before the ad hits. Yeah. Thank you. Anybody that is not following Painty Paint Paints, please do. Throw some love. I will be back Friday around 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then again Saturday around 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, love to see you guys then. Otherwise, everybody have a great rest of your week. We will see you this weekend. And as always, stay mad, stay angry, stay grizzly.